Hello again, friends. Continuing on with the theme of our Christmas songs. It's exciting to know that Christmas is just around the corner. It's just such a wonderful time of year with all the beautiful music and all the beautiful scenery and beautiful weather, depending on if you like snow or not. This week's lesson is going to be over Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I'm not going to go over into detail a lot of the different fancy things. I'm just going to show you the chords that I use, that you can use in your playing to make this sound beautiful. And like again, I encourage you to learn these Christmas songs because there are so many cool possibilities and cool chords to learn. This one starts off, and I'm going to try my best to attempt to sing it. And hopefully we'll get the words right. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our trouble will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Miles away. In all golden days, happy golden days of yore, faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Shining star out of the highest spot, and have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yes, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Obviously that was a little too high for my voice, but I love playing this song in D because I just like the sound of the guitar in D for this song. And rather than going back and taking multiple takes on this video, there's a couple places that I forgot some chords, but I was more focused on the words so that I could just sing it right on to stop. But I will teach you the right way. We'll go ahead and go on with the lesson. First of all, it's in D. Have yourself. Now this is a B minor 7 chord. This is the B minor, right? It can work with that, but it's good on these Christmas songs is because they don't just stick with the the plain Jane chords. They put a little bit of jazz in there. These are really good chords for jazz playing as well. So this is a B, and all you do a B minor, and all you do to make a B minor 7 is you lift the pinky up, and that G string right there at the 2nd fret is the 7th of the chord, minor 7. Now, you obviously got to have a little strength in your hands to play a bar chord like that. But if you can't get the bar chord to work, here's another good way to do it. You're going to put your middle finger where that B note is on the 2nd fret of the A string. You're going to play, let's see, you're going to play the open D string. You're going to play the G string with your ring finger on the 2nd fret, and the B string with your pinky on the 3rd fret, and the open E string. It's going to sound like this. Here's the first way. Have yourself. Here's the second way. Have yourself it's even more jazzy like that. Now, this is one thing about learning these chords, is a lot of these have to do with what's called voice leading. And what that is your chords are playing the melody notes leading up to you know the different portions of the melody. So and that G is a G, what some people call a 6/9. It's play your regular G here with the two fingers on the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to take your finger off the A string and bar it over the D and the G strings at the 2nd fret. And you can lift your pinky up because we're not going to play the bottom E string. And this first finger is kind of muting. Let me go ahead and zoom in just a hair here. This first finger right here on this chord is muting the 2nd string, so that I can play the 1st string and just go over that one and it's not heard and it doesn't buzz or anything like that. And that's what it sounds like, the G6/9. We have a G, we have a major 6, we have a major 9, we have a 5th. It's actually a G suspended because there's no 3rd. G6 suspended, major 6. So B minor 7 to G 6/9. I just play the open G there. And I usually leave my ring finger down here on the D note, the B string of the 3rd fret, to add that suspension. Now if you're playing the B minor and you're not used to this, I'm using this shape, the B minor 7, because for me it's easier to go from here to here because I don't have to move this finger, and then it is to move all fingers and try to land at the right spot. But that's up to you. If you do it this way, you have to come back and hit the G right here. Let your heart be light. I use a little walk down there for a little bit more effect. Now, E minor troubles will be out. A or A7 or A suspended, whatever. Upside. Now this is F sharp minor. This is the minor 3rd chord in the D, the series of the D major key. Nice chord, but it comes in there. So, from now on, our troubles will be out of sight. And this is, I'm using I was using an F sharp minor or F sharp 7, but I think it sounds better with just a little bit. It's a little more mellowy, a little less, you know, out there. That 3rd, it's got a minor 3rd instead, so it's a minor F sharp minor 7. This is the minor chord, and much like we moved our pinky in the B minor 7, we're going to also remove our pinky here for the F sharp minor 7. Our troubles will be out of sight. Now go back to the E. Melody notes I'm going with, so I'm just making an E chord and then hitting my pinky down here on the 2nd fret of the E string. Either A or A suspended is a little easier, but you don't want to bar that because it's not hitting that melody note. And just a little hammer on, and we do it over again. This is where it goes to the F sharp 7. Our troubles will be miles away. Back to the B or the B minor 7, whichever one. B minor, B minor 7. And here's where I left out a couple chords on the first one, but let me go ahead and tell you something else here. The good thing about these chords is you don't have to use plain E minor. For example, we could use an E minor 7, which is the same thing as F sharp minor 7. Back it on down and lift up your ring finger there. Lift up the second note of the chord. It's really nice and really mellow. Or from now on our troubles will be out of sight. B minor 7. And then usually I go here. That's the part I left out on the actual performance. This is an E suspended 4. You're going to play like you're going to play the A chord here, these 3 fingers in a row, or these 3, depending on whichever's more comfortable for you. I'd recommend these 3 because when you're releasing the pinky, you're already there to put that finger under the F sharp or the G sharp note. So if you used to do this, and just switch the whole hand. Plus the pinky is smaller than these other 3 fingers, so it tends to fit a little better like that. So here's where probably the most difficult chord is. It's not too bad, but it's a really pretty sound. There's a couple ways to do it. Again, the voice leading, we're using the melody notes of the chord. This is called a G major 7 chord, and there's a couple ways you can do this depending on your hand strength. You can do it like I just did, and use your thumb for the G note. It's hard to skip this, the A string. So usually what you would have to do is mute it with your thumb. And the D could probably ring out, but if you can't get it to ring out, and you want just those 3 notes and the bass to ring, you would mute the A string with your thumb, so you have to come over a little bit more just to barely touch it, so it wouldn't make a sound. Or at least in this you couldn't hear it because the other things would override it. And for the ring finger here, you would have to come up just a hair and just barely nestle against the D string and mute that one too. So you only get those 4 notes. And that's a very advanced technique, and that's pretty tough, even for me, because I'm not used to using my thumb that much. Here's another way you can do it, except if you do it this way, it doesn't include the... That's a G major 7 as well, and all you're doing there is you're making your regular G here, the F shape, the E shape, whatever you want to call it, and you're moving these fingers down, one whole set of strings, and back, and then this finger has to, as a result, come back as well. So you're coming back here. So you got your first finger on the G note, 3rd fret of the E string. Your ring finger is on the D string, 4th fret. Pinky's on the G string, 4th fret, and your middle finger is on the B string, 3rd fret. So these 2 are on the same notes or same frets, and these 2 are on the same frets. And the thing to remember is with an F, they're all fret, 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 you know. But with a major 7 shape, these have to come back and drop down a set of strings. And again, I'm using the first finger to mute the A note here. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm using my Tascam PR10. I keep forgetting it's over here, so I'm talking at the camera. I find that it's the best sound for my guitar. I've got a fan on. Hopefully it's not, disturbing too much. But so let's get back to this. Or since your voice is supplying that high note, You don't have to hit it on your guitar. The other way, if you want to hit it on your guitar, this is a little bit of a stretch. It's a pretty good, little, decent stretch. We're going to put our first finger on the the E string, the 2nd fret. And what this is going to happen is you're going to have like a little diagonal. The diagonal going all the way up, 1 finger per fret. So we're going to use these 4 frets, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each finger is going to go up a fret and up a string. So we have first finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, the middle finger, 3rd fret, B string, ring finger, 4th fret, G string, and pinky finger, 5th fret, D string. You can even get away with that with the D there. That's the 5th of the chord, which is right here too. So it's in the chord. Just depending on what route you want to go with. You want to go with G, or the D. Or you can just play the bottom 3, but it's not very full without some kind of bass or another note. There. So you can do it one of 3 ways. So have yourself, or this way where you need these strings. So have yourself, or just this. Have yourself a merry little Christmas night. Now usually what I do is I usually try to do this shape, because here's why. The next chord is going to be the exact same thing. Usually you would go to an A. The next chord is going to be the exact same thing, except you're going to hit an A note. And that's like an A, I don't know, an A9, A major 9 type chord. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's A13. A13 suspended, something like that. I think I looked it up one time, that's what it said. So you're going to play this chord, same shape, and then what you're going to do is going to reach up with this finger and bar the bottom C. 4 strings. Is it 4? No, the bottom 3 strings. Reach up and bar those on the 2nd fret, and then lift these 2 up. Now it's kind of difficult because you want to lift all of them up, but keep that pinky down on the D string 5th fret. It's going to sound like this. So have yourself A string, merry little Christmas. That's an actual A13, I do believe. Christmas now. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Now you can either end it on the G, on the D chord here, or a D major 7, which is, you can do it this way. You can bar the same 3 strings. Merry little Christmas night. And you bar those same 3 frets and play the D, and you have a D major 7. You can add a little extra bass notes on that by putting your ring finger on the D string, the 4th fret, 5th fret, pinky on the A string. Or you can make it a what's called a D major 6 chord. And the major 6 note is a D, E, F, G, A, B, a B note. So the easiest way to do that is just play this D with the B open. Let's see if I can find another one real quick. There's one right there. Don't sound as good there as it did. Just doesn't sound as good there. See. Well, there's a B note there too. So we could do. We could actually use that same shape because we have the D, we have B, which is the major 6, we have the D, and we have the third, which is the F sharp note. But I think it sounds better with this, because the B is now not the first note. Makes it sound like a B minor. It's kind of hiding in between this note and this note. Oh, have a merry Christmas. Or back to the D. Suspended there. Let's see. There's another way real quick that you can play that little weird shape if you're still having problems with it. And that is to just go to regular D. You can do this one of two ways. You can actually take and bar this. Have yourself. And you play your G. 3rd fret, E string, and play 3rd fret, B string with your ring finger. You can either do this, you can bar the 2nd fret on the G string and bar it from there down. Adds a little suspension there. Or you can just put your first finger down here on the 2nd finger of the E string. So you got that melody note there. So. And if you're brave, you can put that extra pinky there on the same thing as we were doing with our thumb earlier, but now we're doing a different shape. We're putting our pinky now on the 4th fret of the G string. Instead of going, we're now going. And this is a little bit easier for me because of my thumb, and it's easier to mute down here with this finger than it is with a thumb having to come all the way over the top there. There, my D string is ringing, so I can't really mute it with my pinky because it's such a small finger. But it's alright, it adds to it. Then you got to switch if you're going to do that chord. Now keep in mind, that's an A chord. I'm just jazzing it up. You can put an A suspended there. So have yourself you can do A suspended the whole way through if you want to. But like I said, it's a good way to practice these chords for this. Now this video is running a little longer, so this time I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I will probably go ahead and release another video this week to keep it in the same line. We'll go ahead and release it back to back, like maybe a day or two away, so that you have time to practice this and you can come back. What I want to do is, here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. I'm going to do that part, the second part of this, and so that way we won't have such a long video. It's already probably about 15 minutes now, if not longer. So I'm going to come back and do that, and you guys have a Merry Christmas. Have yourself a Merry little Christmas, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.